Hello, Aries, and welcome to your reading for August. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs for a more well-rounded perspective. Even though this is scheduled for August of 2021, I do believe that sometimes we are all in alternate frequencies that may run before or after others, and so this can be relevant even if the time does not completely match. So take that however you want. These are generalized readings, so go ahead and take what resonates and leave the rest. If a lot of it resonates and you want more, there is actually extended readings available for a small fee, so be sure to check out the description box below for that. All right, let's go ahead and begin. We are starting with the Instincts card, and this I feel is really tapping into a message that you're supposed to be taking regarding your personal instincts about a very specific situation. So this isn't a generalized, broad sweeping statement. There's something specific that's going on. There's something specific that's happening in your life. There's a situation that is defined and you know what it is. It's something that has been, and it feels like it's something that has cropped up in the last week or so. So most definitely that last week and a half of the month of July, or the last week and a half before you've seen this video, there's something that has occurred, and you had a certain feeling, you had a gut feeling regarding the situation and some of the circumstances around the situation that made you feel a very specific way. And this isn't anything to do about whether or not you followed your gut instinct, but it's just letting you know that moment when you felt that and you connected with that gut instinct, that's something that you are supposed to take note of and recognize that you have this ability to be able to see something when it crops up like this. And also recognize that even when you have this ability and you ignore it, it's okay. But learn from that so that the next time that sudden instinctual gut feeling happens whenever you are facing a certain sort of circumstance, you don't ignore that. You actually pay attention to it. You listen to that. You heed that. So honing that, it's something that if you begin to hone and practice and listening to it whenever it crops up, it's something that's going to be able to guide you in future circumstances. It's going to be one of those things that you're going to be able to use in future circumstances, no matter how big or small those circumstances are. But it's just basically a validation that your gut instinct was right. There's no criticism and judgment regarding whether or not you followed that. It's just letting you know that you were right. And if you actually pay attention to that, that's a tool that you can kind of hone and craft for in the future. We're following this with the healing card. And for some of you, this is connected with whatever that situation was that kind of rang your little red bells or red flags or whatever it was that you experienced. And for others of you, it's separate. So however this resonates, take it. But there is an overall sense of being able to take a slight pause for healing. Now, this isn't a full on, separate and isolate to heal. This is just sort of be sure to take care of yourself accordingly. A little bit of self-care goes a long way sort of thing. So, taking that long hot bath, or stopping for that cup of coffee and reading a good book, or making sure you journal and document how you felt about the situation and what it is that you need to address and how you need to go about removing yourself from how you felt to growing and expanding your personal experience. But overall, it's just a little bit of something letting you know that you need to, whatever it is that's kind of heavy on your mind right now, whatever that particular circumstance that this resonates with or about, make sure you do that little bit of self-care that you need to do to allow yourself to get past this, to get over this, and to grow beyond this and move further and deeper into your life and experience. We're following this with the King of Swords, and the King of Wheels. I find it very interesting that there are two kings being brought up in the last half of this reading. And I feel that this is twofold. This is both a reminder of where you've come from, as well as a reminder of who you are. And that is, of course, in direct relation to where you come from. There's a bit of an ancestor connection with this in some regard. And for some of you, it might be an ancestor that's not blood, but someone who has been a mentor or someone who has helped you. So this connection of this person who was a guiding force and who created a safe haven for you to be able to grow in and expand in any asset of your life. So it doesn't have to be a specific part of your life that this was for. So however this applies, there's just a pull in for this particular person, this particular connection that you have, who meant something to you, that created or helped you, not only created for a sense of place where you were able to grow and expand and be yourself, and therefore be yourself as a young person, gave you the ability to grow into be someone that you are today as an adult, or have the potential to be as an adult, but also allowed you to be able to break free of that and create that for yourself, and kind of grow and expand your own sense of place that allowed you to be yourself, and then also pass on that tradition to guide and direct other people who follow you, who may come to you for that mentorship like this, that like you did for this other person. For a select few of you, there is an overall sense that this person is in the other realm, or has passed on, or has transitioned. So again, that's because, like I said, for some of you, this is an actual blood ancestor. So it's not so much someone who is actually still living. It can be someone who has long since passed, a long time ago. But this also includes, like I said, a mentor. So there's a little bit of a message even of the potential to connect with this person in some facet beyond traditional values, especially if it is someone who has passed on. And there's a bit of a call for you to be able to tap into this, whether you're tapping into the tools that this person has given you whenever they were mentoring you and were this guiding counsel for you when they were existing, or like, you know, just kind of drawing on what you already know because they pass it on to you. But there's also, for some of you, if you were kind of thinking about creating an ancestor altar or a commemorating altar as a means to connect with them as we go into, in the Northern Hemisphere, as we move into the dark half of the year, this is something that you can do. You can actually use this person, if they've transitioned, this guiding light, if they've transitioned, you can tap into that as a guiding source, a guiding aspect of your spirit. You're being called to do this. So if you were pondering that, this is actually true. They are calling you to connect, to advance in your personal life. All right, Aries, I hope this helps you feel empowered and gives you some guiding direction as you move through August and deeper into the dark half of the year here in the Northern Hemisphere. If you would like to get a more personalized reading, that is available to you in the links below, as well as an extended version of this particular reading. Hopefully August is great for you, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.